Good morning, my fellow Picorinos. We are down southeast again.
We're in Stanford Rivers, to be exact. We just passed the sign. I don't even know what that is.
No, we don't know what that is. And we are headed to... We've just been to St Albans, which we filmed, and you're going to enjoy.
I guess you'd have seen that video before this one.
Yeah, I think so, maybe. And now we're on our way to... The week before last, we did Brentford. Brentwood.
Did you say Brentford?
Are they different places?
Yeah, we're at the Brentwood, which is in Essex.
And today we're doing Chelmsford. Now, for anyone with a cunning sense of reseller and general knowledge, then you will know that there is a reseller of notability that lives in the Chelmsford area, and we may or may not be going to see such person. I don't know. Maybe, hopefully, touch wood, we're in contact. But you know, busy man. But God, look at that. Did you see that? Yes, we've got that on camera. That old gaff.
The chief, if you will, of Chelmsford.
The chief of Chelmsford, the reseller royalty that is. Well, you'll see who it is in a minute. Anyway, hopefully we can find some stuff. That would also be great. If we can't, then that's okay too. A little rumour from a little fishy tells me that they're not a fish at all, they're a person. Tells me that the yellow stickers are creeping into TK Maxx's, so that is our calling. It's like the battle call. We hold we hold our ears to the wind and see if we can hear those yellow labels calling.
We'll give it a whirl.
Anyway, we're now on to Chelmsford. This is the best camera angle I could get of both of us, and I think it's pretty great.
I mean, I'm going to go on record and say I don't think your hat in 3/4 of my face is favouring me much, but we'll go with that for now, shall we?
I think it's fantastic.
Focus the speed camera, let's all die.
Anyway, on to Chelmsford. We'll debrief you when we get back. We're probably going to cut half of that out, so if it's like patchy, it'll be funny. We'll let you know what we bought. We might buy some really great stuff. Who knows?
And we might get nothing, but we had a good morning this morning. So, like you said, we'll see.
I think there's always a pressure when you're going picking with another reseller that like you want to sort of.
No, I think that's pressure. Like they put like.
It's psychological, isn't it?
Where the hell am I going? There we go.
There's a sat nav right in front of you, Austin. Oh, okay. Anyway, see you on the flip side, my little friendos. Say bye, Austin.
Bye.
We're in Essex, Chelmsford to be precise, and it is massive. It's ginormous. It's bigger than Bristol.
They say it's a town. Like our towns from where we're from or where we're based are like 2 shops, maybe 3 if you're lucky, and that's a big one.
Yeah, like you have a post office, a McCall's, and a charity shop. This is like London City. Anyway, they got a Sweaty Betty. Sometimes a bit of RA and Sweaty Betty won't help. Won't hurt even. It may help. It will help. Definitely help. But we were waiting for our special guest, and he arrived just in time.
You've guessed it. It's Mr. George Ross.
Did anyone actually guess that, though? Did anyone guess? No, I let everyone know on Instagram. So there was no guessing involved. We went to Brentford last week, and Mr. George Ross, I call him affectionately Boy George. And that's not a diss. I love Boy George, just to clarify.
Boy George rocks.
But he said, I'm in Chelmsford. You should come to Chelmsford. So we're in Chelmsford. And it was fantastic. A lot of people don't like reselling with other resellers. It's like a funny experience because you're looking for the same things, but it kind of doesn't work like that. It's kind of okay, isn't it?
Now this is the second time we've gone reselling or picking with a reseller, and
visit our video with old Frankie Harry.
Shout out Frankie.
And I call him Frankie Valley in the Four Seasons. So you've all got affectionate nicknames.
But once again, that was the same. It was just fun. Like it was a lot more. I think people put a lot of pressure on themselves for that reason, though.
We said it in the intro. I think you put resellers and resellers. You just think, oh God, we've got to find something because they're going to find all the other things, and
I think by the nature resellers are. I've said this like a zillion times before, but we're competitive. So like whether you're just meeting for a quick walk around the shops or you're actually going picking, The cool thing, to be fair, about this was obviously like George is an everything reseller. He sells like everything. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and we sell predominantly women's clothing, but we also sell men's and obviously footwear, shoes, accessories, and all that fun stuff. A different view of Mr. Ross.
The behind, if you will.
First shop is an Oxfam. I've really been enjoying Oxfams recently for clothing. And we went to one in Brentwood the other day and that was really good. So I got high hopes for this store.
This one wasn't bad. First thing I found were these pair of brown wingtip, like tan, like
brown
Grensons.
You sell those shoes, Austin.
They are brown.
$6.99. I'll put comps in.
Put comps in. I would expect X, Y, and Z.
You're going to expect what the comp is, aren't you?
No, I would expect about £100.
We were talking about Gant here. We picked up a Gant shirt the other day and it sold really quickly within an hour of listing.
The reason we were speaking about Gant is because, like you just said, very, very recently, we've been kind of like doing Christmas shopping and stuff, and we saw how expensive Gant is now as opposed to maybe like 5-6 years ago, like retail. It's mad. So, like you just said, we picked up a shirt. It sold very, very quickly for a very good price.
Yes, and this is lambswool, is it? Is it wool?
It was wool.
That was a nice piece. I think when you're looking, you find exceptional pieces in Gant, and it sells. This we picked up. I picked up.
Nice. We should have got this.
So it's like an Aztec vintage shirt, but this is a good example of it doesn't matter the brand. I mean, when it's Ralph, it sells really good.
Yep.
But that print is always sellable. It's a desired print, if that makes sense. Navajo, Aztec, vintage 90s. Western.
Yeah, this is also one of the first shops we went into. So we were kind of like, I don't know, picking quite like, I don't know, specifically, as opposed to, because we didn't know how many stores we were going into. You know what I mean?
What would you get returned for that?
35-40 at least. Yeah. It's a lovely shirt.
Defo a Depop seller, that one.
Yeah, for sure.
I say
all
that.
Day.
But
I mean, vintage have been all right with the more vintage stuff. Yeah, I'll give you that. I think maybe it does well because a lot of people aim for Depop, where there's a lot of the similar stuff for sale, so you get kind of, I don't know, you get better traffic for specific items on Vinted.
Straight into the British Heart Foundation, where heart attacks occur daily to resellers across the country. I was going to say company, then. Like we're a giant company of resellers searching for new members.
Flicking through the tags, see what
Don't
we got.
Don't be deceived by British Heart Foundation. When they say they've got a sale on, it's normally really, really bad. They just like half price the £6 Primark.
There might be like a rail of like 4 items.
Yeah.
I'm not the kind of guy to go off.
I just said that and then I realised this is a sale free.
It's half price too.
This is a Poetry 100% linen. It is a size 10, but it is oversized Largan looky vibes. And the collar is fully beaded, but really intricately.
It was $350.
Half price.
This is a pair of 100% wool again, Finistra.
Finistra.
I can't say it, but I can sell it. These were $6 something, I want to say. Am I lying? Probably am.
$6.99, 100% wool. Retail is $120. I've listed them for $60.
I think that's a tad. I'm joking, yeah.
I really like selling these. These are a size 8, but I really do like selling it. And everything sells from this brand. Everything.
They're also very, very fashionable. Even the non-fashionable stuff sells quickly, but this kind of thing, the one pocket on the back, the whole kind of wool, the shape, the cropped leg, the very nice trousers.
Into the cancer research, and if anyone watches George Ross's, I keep going to say George Ross's channel, you'll know that they famously chain the coats up in this store, which is bizarre. They also have a premium rail. Welcome to it. This is Sweaty Betty, £7.50. Not bad. Tech base layer. Would expect 25 to 30 back on that one quickly. What else did we have in this rail? The rail fun.
Well, there was quite a few brands like this is for Poetry. I was mentioning to you the difference in this, for example. This is like £15. Sorry,
I love how you just make random prices up for them.
No, but there was something. I think there's an M&M in a minute, which is like nearly 30, 29 something. But what I was saying was, I was mentioning that literally the other shop before, although that's a different kind of jumper, the difference in prices for the same brands.
Yes, 100%. And it's catching the different stores out.
22.45.
They loved me and M in this city. Oh my goodness, there was so much me and M.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But this was expensive.
Oh, it was all expensive, apart from the one thing that I found that wasn't, which I'll show you later.
I thought it was really interesting within a few shops to see the same item, or at least the same brand of items, in such a different light. So one for maybe like £3, £4, £5, £6, and the same kind of brand for like 22.
George Ross did bring us a Rohan piece then, and I was absolutely disgusted. It was a terrible thing to do and rude, if I'm honest.
Spirit of the Andes you have in your hand, I believe.
Yes, and that was 25 off the top of my head, and then that was a jumpsuit from, I can't remember off the top of my head, but everything was around 20 to 30 pounds on that rail, unless it was a coat, and then it just went through the roof. But we were just showing, I don't know if anyone's noticed, but George Ross doesn't do a lot of women's brands. So we were enforcing brands upon him.
Yeah, I was kind of showing them the fact, like I just said, that there were quite a few brands which you could get in that shop more expensive. It would be more expensive. But other shops, as in we've just been in, we got from the same brand. It was cheaper.
He picked up this blazer. Go over to his channel to see what it was and how much it's worth. Woo woo.
Whoop whoop.
What's that was?
Vintage YSL shirt. I can't even see it. I was so quick I couldn't even see how much it was. It was
It
too
said
expensive.
premium on it.
Yeah, forget about them. That was a cool Ralph shirt. I couldn't find the price. So, these were really cool. Bethany passed me these Nike Shocks. The really cool thing is they were IDs, which means, once again, if anyone knows, back in the day, I don't think they still do it now. No, they don't. I know they don't do it.
You could do your own colourway.
Yeah, specifically in Shocks. And basically what that means is that there could be a chance that there would be no one else in the universe with that colourway of Shock.
And they sell quite well, don't they? They were 60.
IDs always, as long as they don't have names, I find, or they don't have like someone's football
They were
number or like
60,
birthday on them.
£60. It has been known as well that Nike actually steal ID colourways and make them
100%.
into shoes.
There was actually a documentary once, I don't know if it's on YouTube, go and find it if it is, based on the fact that ex-employees were actually told to go through the ID orders and see if they liked any of the colourways to see if they maybe could be general
really cool.
releases. Yeah,
it's cool but not cool. George Ross found these. To say I was jealous was an understatement, but we won't talk about it for too long because, you know, he just wanted to take all our luxury thunder.
We'll also let him to talk about those on his video.
They are Roberto Cavalli though, Y2K.
Oh, that's it, keep it quiet.
Oh, sorry. Oh, damn. They're not. I don't know what break they are. I completely just lied. These were some Birkenstocks. This is the first time I've ever seen this in a charity shop. These were Fakese.
They were fake.
Oh,
when Bethany says Fakese, she means Fugazi.
Yeah.
Fake.
But I say it in Bethany language.
I knew you do.
These are fake Birkenstocks, which, you know, is quite the, I don't know how to feel.
It's not ideal.
£15 as well.
They were. You can see the shape, the colour, the font, the lining. Like, yeah.
They were like felt inside.
They were really bad. And these weren't cheap. I think they were like...
They were 15. I just said they were 15.
Oh, for goodness sake. I didn't hear that.
Open your cloth ears. You're so self-absorbed. Anyway, this is the first B&M piece I found.
There you go.
And this was linen. $5.99. Yeah, I did it. $5.99.
But that wasn't the first main piece you just found. You said that's the first piece I found.
At reasonable price.
You didn't say that. You said that's the first piece I found,
It's not finding it if it's £25.
Okay.
This was Hush. I didn't take it because it had a little stainy wainy on it.
It had a mark.
But that was linen too. And a Theory dress, $8.99. Theory is a great brand, completely underrated, but you've got to find the right pieces. That was a plain navy dress.
So talk to me, what's the right piece?
They're known very well for tailoring.
Okay.
But,
like a blazer or
there's
something that.
There's like cult followings for the trousers, for the suits, anything like that. I find sells a bit better than just like the sort of like what I call average business dress.
Yep.
Does that make sense?
Yep. I'm just explaining to George these are fake Birkenstocks and why they are, and just.
I think we were just annoying him the whole day, to be honest with you.
And that's okay.
Can you imagine going out with us? We would just literally be like, look at this, look at this,
yeah,
look at this.
Giving me his due, he's very patient, and once again, as everyone knows, I don't stop talking, so that probably didn't help.
It's because he's got 3 children. It's like having a fourth and a fifth of the day.
Talk to me about this.
This is Hotel blah, blah, blah. I'll put the logo up because I can't say it. Particularly Air. I believe it is a resort wear of some description, but it is really very large and look. This was a small, it was ginormous. It had a mesh Hessian style back. It had like bat wing sleeves. It was just a really spectacular piece. It appears that these pieces sell better on Vestiaire, so I'll put a little bit more focus into selling this on Vestiaire, but I have listed it for $70 and we paid $4.99.
Bargain.
I know, I am just so good at finding things.
That's a beaut.
On our way out, we saw this is a Max Mara blazer, silk blend, very much like I would call a mother of the bride blazer.
Yeah, exactly that.
It was only $8.99 and we had already paid. So do you know what I did?
Left it.
I left it for the
that's
next
okay.
person. So go and enjoy it. Go buy it, enjoy it, love it, wear it, sell it. I don't care what you do with it. Because I left it.
You left it. We got that. Thank you for letting
Next
us know.
shop. This is a Mary Curie. Marie Curie. And I found this, £4 for this Vince top. Austin doesn't show the label, so I'll put the logo up because Austin's not very helpful. He was having too much fun with his friend.
I was.
It's 100% cotton, oversized, plain top. If you look up retail on Vince, it will hurt your brain cells what they charge for plain vests.
Okay, hit me with it. What is it?
£225 for a plain vest. I'll put it up here on Net-a-Porter.
Holy maholy.
I have listed this one for 60, and that is pushing UK comps because the UK comps are all over the place, but the American comps are very good.
So this was a Paco Rabanne tie.
Vintage.
Vintage. Really cool kind of...
Watercolour.
Yeah.
I'm finishing your sentences.
Thank you. Much appreciated. Anyway, it was £3, or maybe even £3.50. George was looking at it and he was like, oh, I'm not sure. The comps on eBay aren't great. I said, you know what? It's £3 I'll buy it. Let's see what it does because they do go really well.
Let's see what it does on Vestiaire.
Well, we'll put a comp in now. The sold comps on eBay are terrible. And this is the problem with people going off sold eBay comps. They're terrible. They usually are.
Let's cross list, guys. Get the cross list.
We'll put up a comp here from a sold on Vestiaire just to kind of prove the point.
And we found in the next shop we found a Deuce S Machina.
That was impressive.
It was quite good, isn't it? I was trying my best not to say Deuce.
Deuce.
You know, it was £4. I listed that one for 60. The sweatshirts do really well. The whole brand does really well, but the sweatshirts.
Pronounce this for me.
This is McGee with double E. MAGEE. I would pick this up if it was men's tailoring. It did have a ink stain in the side, and it was it men's?
It was men's. It was ink stain in the side. That's the reason we didn't
old
take
label. It was old label. It wasn't new label.
They do very, very, very well. Money wise, they're definitely the upper echelon of blazers and kind of what I call some of their stuff's more like a hacking jacket as opposed to a blazer, kind of more countrified. But they do really, really well. We'll put some comps up for that here as well.
And that sums up our day with George Ross. If you enjoyed, give us a like. If you didn't enjoy, then just move on. And he'll be uploading his video very, very soon, where you'll see the other side of the luxury pickers.
Oh, God. Bye.